All right, guys, we're still using the same learning goal that you will be able to apply technology research skills to gather information from the district. Hopefully, today is the last day we are working on this research so that we can move on to creating our presentation, working on STEAM projects. You will be able to demonstrate an understanding of the learning goal content. You will be able to utilize aka use, World Book Kids, Warrior, and Discovery Streaming to gather information on our assigned topic, which is the Olympics, and you will be able to apply creative credit concept while gathering information. So, citing our work, not plagiarizing, things like that. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to answer some of those things that you've been getting stuck on your worksheet. Okay, now you can continue to use all of the other resources that I've shared with you. That's fantastic. But some of us are getting stuck on other things. The three interesting facts. I can literally put anything in here. If I want to talk about the Olympics as a whole, I can do that. If I, three interesting facts about the Olympics as a whole. If I want to talk about the athletes, so I can talk about the Olympics, athletes in my sport, or extra facts about my sport. For example, um, figure skating and snowboarding have a lot of different maneuvers and tricks and moves that they have. So if you don't want to list all of them in the rules area, you could put them up here. This is for whatever you find interesting about your sport or the Olympics as a whole. Now, in the same instance, if I'm researching curling, do I want to throw something about ice hockey up in the top? No, I need to keep it on topic. So it either needs to be about the Olympics as a whole or about my sport. And when I say Olympics as a whole, you might talk about where it's at, the medals, history behind the Olympics, those kinds of things. The next one we've all filled out. What event are you researching? Mine is curling because we all know that's my fave. And then the next one is where we're getting stuck, which is really why I'm doing this today. The rules for this event. Not all Olympic sports have specific rules like in baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. There's a rule. Or football, you have to move 10 yards to get your first down. That's a rule. A rule doesn't necessarily mean a rule. It can be gameplay, how the game is played, how someone scores points, the equipment for the event. All of those things are what's needed to play it. So maybe rules is a poor word choice on my part. Let's go into our district resources, our stack of books. I'm going to click on Discovery Education. Okay, when you're all logged in, you're going to see your assignments up here. If you do not see the Winter Olympics assignment, just click on View All Assignments and you'll see them listed and you'll look for it that way. Some of your teachers have assigned you extra assignments and it doesn't pop up on your home screen anymore. You find your sport and you will see right up here listed gameplay. Each game consists of 2 ends. Teams alternate delivering stones to the other end. Each player has shot twice. The team which lands the stone closest to the center wins the end and is awarded a point for each stone that is closer than any opponent's stone. So that's the rules right there. They play 10 ends. And if you want to explain that, maybe you'd say 10 ends are like innings in baseball. Okay, that would be your notes. Okay? I write all that down and make sure that you're putting it in your own words. And then the team which lands the closest to the center wins. So that's how they score points. That's important. You want to remember while you're filling this out that you are going to be using this information to create a presentation to share with your classmates. So if you just write 1 or 2 words and then you go to do your presentation, is that going to be enough information to make your classmates understand that event? If it's not enough information for you to share with your classmates so that they can understand the event, you need to write more information down. This is what we're using to make our presentation in the next class. So again, if you do not write down enough information, is your presentation going to be clear to your classmates? Are they going to understand your event? So you want to have all of that in there. The last question that you guys seem to be having problems with is, where will this event take place? Does it need a special location? If so, what? Guys, I've seen a lot of you put that it's happening in South Korea, which I love. It is happening in South Korea. Great for you. You can put that South Korea all the way. That's important. And yes, it is happening in South Korea. But I need something else here. For example, let's look. What is this field, if you will, called that they perform curling on? Is it the same as an ice hockey rink? No, it's got its own name. What is it? It's called the sheet. I can say the area for curling is called a sheet. And it is what? It is made up of what? Ice. Okay? Boom. Done. Now let me give you some other examples. Figure skating right here. Short program. You could use all of this as your rules. You could talk about the different techniques in your rules. Where does ice skating take place? On a what? A rink. Skiing. Where does it take place? Boys and girls, you can use these terms. Slope style. And you can talk about how it has obstacles and launch ramps. This one has moguls, maybe, a series of bumps. Aerials. It has a launch. Half pipe. Perform side to side. You could write that down. Here's a description. There's multiple. You can also click on venues, by the way. Here's the name of the specific venues. If you're doing the luge technique, you can talk about this. How they steer the sled, the equipment. Those are all things that you can put under rules of the event. Remember, rules does not necessarily mean 1, 2, 3, you're out like in baseball. It's how the game is played, how they score points. That's the deciding factor. So let's finish this today.